The Japanese are known as hard workers. In fact, a few years ago, they were nicknamed economic animals. It's true that most company employees and civil servants work until late every day. Why should this be? Some point to the old sense of community that grew out of the rice farming culture. But there is also a theory that people have a special spirit of loyalty that now expresses itself towards one's company or organization. Let's look at the foundation for this idea. The supreme Japanese example of loyalty is the famous story of the 47 Ronin. Today, more than 300 years later, large numbers of people still pay their respects at the Ronin's graves on the day these samurai gave their lives to avenge their lord. Why does their story still mean so much to the Japanese? The tale of the Ronin of Akko took place in a peaceful era, 100 years into the Edo shogunate. The story starts in Edo Castle, home of the shogun. Lord Asano of Akko was insulted in public by another noble, Lord Kira. His honor offended, Asano drew his sword and wounded Kira. For a samurai, a stain on one's honor was simply intolerable. But the shogun ruled that Asano must commit ritual suicide and that his clan be disbanded. Lord Asano duly killed himself at the age of 35. Lord Kira was declared free of blame, but in those days both parties to a fight were regarded as guilty, so this decision was widely seen as unjust. Asano's retainers determined to correct it and restore the honor of their clan. The shogun rejected their petition, so Oishi Kuranosuke, chief counsellor of the Asano clan, decided on a plan for revenge. These ronin, or leaderless samurai, risked their lives by going against the shogun's commands. In the middle of the night of December 14th, 1702, the 47 ronin, who included Oishi, broke into Lord Kira's mansion. They killed Kira and thus avenged the stain on their dead lord's honor. News of the killing spread quickly through the city of Edo, and the common people applauded the loyalty of the ronin. This put the shogun in a difficult position. Should he treat the ronin as loyal samurai or as criminals? He decided to commend their loyalty, but ordered them to atone by committing ritual suicide. At the same time, he accepted the ronin's petition that the Kira clan also be punished. Oishi and his fellow ronin went to their deaths satisfied. The 47 ronin gave their lives to correct an unjust ruling. In Japan, people continue to admire this spirit of loyalty and self-sacrifice. During the Edo period, the ruling samurai class lived by a strict code of ethics known as Bushido. Bushido set down rules for personal behavior and required the samurai to dedicate themselves to the good of the whole community, not just their lord or clan. 100 years ago, Nitobe Inazo, a former Under-Secretary General of the League of Nations, wrote a book called Bushido, expounding his view that samurai morality was the basis of Japanese ethics and introducing the Japanese spirit to the world. Nitobe describes Bushido as a way of courage, honor, self-control and loyalty. Nitobe believed that although the age of the samurai was over, Bushido was still a driving force in the formation of modern Japan. By enabling Japanese society to retain self-respect and cohesion in the face of Western powers, Bushido helped the nation to modernize successfully. It has been suggested that the Japanese focus on intense loyalty and devotion to the group is due to their lack of a single transcendental deity, and that Japanese culture is based on the fear that betrayal of the group leads to destruction of the community. Economic recession and unemployment have weakened the ties that bind people to each other and to their organizations. The Japanese are now searching for new ways to live while trying to retain the old loyalty and sense of identification with the community.